Hostage situation is currently unfolding in Sundumbili near the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Armed robbers apparently holding staff and the manager of a store hostage. Of course, we understand that scene taking place there. Our senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is on the story at this point. Dasen, what do we know about what's happening there with this hostage story?
Well, let me take you through the facts as we know it for now. So this is in Sundumbili. I'll show you the cordon tape where police have put this up to prevent the crowds from breaching this area. The store that we are talking about is past this cordon and to the left. It's a Boxer store, we believe, and there's a hardware store next to it. The early reports indicate that there were armed robbers that got into that store during the early hours, probably at about 5 o'clock or so, and they held up the store manager as well as the staff members that were on site. Now, since then, it's going for 9 o'clock now. This has been playing out. Some of the staff members have been released, that's what we've been told, but others are definitely still inside. As we understand it at this point, the special task force is meeting with other security officials and other police officers in the area. They were also awaiting the arrival of a hostage negotiator. I'm told that she got here a little while ago, so that process is now underway. On this side, though, on the other side of the cordon, it's attracted a lot of attention from the community as well as other members of the Boxer store. I've just been told now by security officials that the task force is meant to be going in. Unfortunately, from this vantage point where they've placed this cordon, it's a little bit trickier to see. So I'm going to take you to one of the security officials that was here early in the morning. Phumlani Vezi, you were on scene when you first got that call. What were you told? What did you find when you got here?
Thanks, Dasen. What happened when I got here this morning, I received a call from a station commander for assistance. That was the armed robbers that were busy robbing Boxer. I responded quickly, pick up my weapons, and as soon as I get here, I was told the suspects are still inside with Boxer staff. At the moment, our staff, other security companies, we're trying to get the staff, and which we believe the suspects are still inside as well. We want to make sure all the forces, the relevant forces, are all being called out to make sure that everybody is coming safe.
Phumlani, let me interrupt you there and ask you just to walk with me towards the cordon so we can show our viewers what we are able to see from here. As we understand it now from the last information we received, that they are planning to move inside while we continue our conversation. At this point, do we know what the condition of those inside is?
At this stage, I can confirm there's still 3 Boxer staff that are inside, and a possible of about 4 or 5 suspects which are still inside. So at the moment, we still want to make sure, without any reasonable doubt, that the suspects are still inside. So if they're still inside, we want to make sure that they get arrested, and the staff that are held inside, they come out safe.
Phumlani, it's not a common occurrence for a hostage situation, especially here, to play out for this long, especially if we see if it's an armed robbery from the recent cases that we've covered. What do you suspect had gone wrong, or what had forced these robbers to take this position that they've taken now?
There is a possibility of the pension money that was supposed to be paid out today. We suspect that suspects received information that there is money inside the shop. So definitely they came for that money that is inside the shop.
Is there any indication as to how much could be inside that store?
At the moment, I'm not sure, but definitely it should be a lot of money. That's why they came for it, because they're heavily armed as well. Yeah, so...
What was the reaction from the other employees that had come out? Did they give you any other information to work with?
They did confirm that possible about 4 suspects which were all armed that held them, and they locked them inside the cold room where they held them, where they all demanded them to lie down on the floor. And definitely they also start to have them, the suspects have them with some money that was inside the shop.
Is there any other, is there suspicion of anyone else being on the outside that's assisting these robbers? Any searches that are taking place?
Yes, all the security services around the place, local police officers, they all around the place searching. As we all surrounded this place to make sure if the suspects are inside, no one is getting away. The task force is busy inside the shop as well.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you so much, Phumlani Fezi. That's a confirmation there that the task force is inside. The area is cordoned off, and right now the priority for those teams that are there is to ensure that they remove those staff members or those that are trapped inside that store safely, and ensure that they can also arrest those that are behind this armed robbery.
All right, well, we appreciate you bringing us the story. Dasen, we'll be sure to come back to you, of course, as soon as there are other developments out of Sundumbili in KZN. And of course, we understand that hostage currently taking place, and law enforcement doing all they can to ensure that everyone comes out as safe as sound. We'll be back. This is the South African Morning.